If finding time to train is an issue for you, the best solution for you is going to be calisthenics circuit training. So today's video, I'm going to be running you guys through a couple sets, couple circuits that me and my homeboy Payday Jay went through out here in San Francisco, California at this park, one of my favorite parks out in Chinatown. Before we get into it, my name is JD. I'm a 40-year-old hybrid athlete. I use calisthenics, weightlifting, and running as my primary modalities of training. I'm also a personal trainer, so if you guys are interested in online or in-person personal training, make sure you hit up my website, hybridathlete40.com. So my boy Jay was in town from Seattle, so it was a big priority for me to make sure that I could train every single day on the weekend. He was here for about 4 days. We got training sessions in 3 of those days. This session happened to be on a Saturday when I had a really busy schedule. I had a wedding to actually get to, and I had to leave for that wedding by 11 a.m. So what I did, I went ahead and ran about 2.6, 2.7 miles to this park out here in Chinatown. By the time I got to the park, it was already about 9:30. I really only had about 30 minutes to train, so I had to figure out a circuit that we could work real quick. The first circuit, as you've seen, was one muscle up, however you wanted to do it. My muscle up was a little bit on the slower side. I was just looking to get false grip muscle up to 5 straight bar dips and then straight into 10 pelican push-ups. Now, if you just take all those exercises independently, those exercises seem like really easy work. But when you put them together in a circuit and then you're basically taking turns with your training partner and the intensity is high because you're not taking that long of breaks, those exercises are actually pretty tough. And it's funny, I'm used to strength training, so I'm used to taking kind of prolonged breaks anywhere from 2.5 minutes to about 4.5 minutes between sets. And it makes a huge difference when you're going back to back to back on exercises, and then between sets, you're only taking 90 seconds, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes between exercises. You almost forget how effective this circuit style training is when you incorporate it with a calisthenics routine. Now, when it comes down to getting strong at individual movements, like say for instance, you were just trying to get strong at this pelican push-up right here, I wouldn't recommend doing it in a circuit style of training. But if you want to do some more high intensity work, some more high intensity strength training, get that heart rate up a little bit more, burn some extra calories, I would definitely recommend more high intensity style circuit training. You know, when I first got into calisthenics, circuit training was my go-to, and I was really in calisthenics to transform my physique, and, you know, secondary was to see if I could master some of the calisthenics movements. My priorities have shifted, but I think it's still important to incorporate some of this high intensity circuit training from time to time. Number one, to make sure that your endurance is on point, your muscular endurance. And number two, it's also good to make sure that you have different facets to your game. Now, I'm not big on calisthenics competitions, and, you know, who knows if I'll ever get back into another calisthenics competition. But I would say the routine-oriented style of a competition is something good to test yourself, not only physically, but test yourself mentally. Now, this second circuit that we're working is 5 chest-to-bar pull-ups into 10 straight arm flies into 12 ring tricep extensions. This circuit was actually a little bit more difficult. Those straight arm flies might look like a piece of cake, but they're actually really difficult, and they actually work the bicep, they work the chest, and they work the shoulders. Another thing about this circuit training style, this circuit calisthenics training style that's advantageous is it's kind of a reps and set style of training approach. For somebody like myself, who mostly trains for calisthenics skills and calisthenics strength, one thing that's been missing in my routine is that reps and set style that really works the physique. Now, you know, this is just a weak point of mine. I've kind of let my physique fall off a little bit because I've been so hyper focused on strength. And another thing that's good about linking up with a training partner is that a lot of times it's a mirror. So for me, I look at somebody like Jay. Jay's physique is on point, but he's been putting the work in, strict with his diet, making sure he's getting that volume in as well as working on that strength. So it's something for me to learn from, and it's something for me to aspire to. You know, I think training alone is probably one of the most important aspects of consistency in training. But I also think that training with a community or training with a workout partner is something that's extremely important as well, because other people, outside individuals, especially if they're at your level or even above your level in some aspects of your training, can push you to new heights. And that's one of the dope things about, you know, this collab right here between me and Jay. We both have our strong points, we both have our weaknesses, and we came together this past weekend, learned from one another, and leveled up our calisthenics game. Now, if you guys are looking to level up your calisthenics game, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you guys are interested in a training program, possibly some one-on-one coaching. Go to my website, hybridathlete40.com, take the intake assessment. Hope everybody's having a great day out there. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.
Hell yeah.